The Steel Resolve event is not an event you want to miss. This event is action-packed with new shiny Pokemon, meta-relevant spawns. Let's run through everything you need to know right now. Okay, this event is January 21st, 10 a.m. to January 26th, 8 p.m. your local time. The tiny Pokemon, Rookidee, is going to make its Pokemon Go debut, evolving into Corviknight for 25 candies and into Corviknight for 100 candies. We'll also see the bonus of you can use a regular Charge Gem or an Elite Charge Gem to remove frustration on any of your Shadow Pokemon. Magnetic Lure modules will be attracting different Pokemon during the event, including Onix, Beldum, Shieldon, and Rookidee, and you'll be able to evolve certain Pokemon to get legacy moves. That includes Machoke into Machamp to get the legacy fast attack Karate Chop, Croconaw into Feraligatr to get the legacy charge attack Hydro Cannon, Wooper into Quagsire to get the legacy charge attack Aqua Tail, Lickitung into Licky to get the legacy charge attack Body Slam, and Corviknight into Corviknight to get the legacy charge attack Iron Head, and Paldean Wooper into Clodsire to get the legacy charge attack Megahorn. Do note if you're evolving a Shadow Pokemon and trying to get a legacy charge move, frustration will block the teaching of that move, so make sure you use a Charge Gem to remove frustration from things like your Shadow Croconaws before you evolve them into Feraligatr. Now, in terms of wild spawns during the event, we will see Clefairy, Machop, Totodile, Marill, Hoppip, Paldean Wooper, Shieldon, Bunnelby, Carbink, and Marini. We'll have exclusive 2-kilometer eggs during the event, hatching Shieldon, Carbink, Marini, and Rookidee. You can collect 2-kilometer eggs, by the way, by spinning Pokestops during the event, but your old 2-kilometer eggs will not turn into these event eggs. We'll have exclusive 1-star raids during the event for Lickitung, Skorupi, Pancham, and Amora. We'll have exclusive 5-star raids of Defense and Attack form of Deoxys available until January 24th, 10 a.m., then switching into the altered form of Dialga. And exclusive Mega raids of Mega Gallade until January 24th at 10 a.m., then switching into Mega Medicham. In terms of max battles, Dynamax Articuno will make its debut on Max Monday, January 20th from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. And then between January 20th and 27th, you can find Dynamax Articuno, Charmander, Beldum, and Grookey all at power spots. We'll also have exclusive field research tasks for the event with the task Battle in the Go Battle League for a Cubone, Marill, or Inkay encounter, catch 5 Pokemon for a Clefairy, Jigglypuff, or Togetic, power Pokemon 5 times for a Hoppip, Dunsparce, or Barboach encounter, and spin 5 Pokestops or Gyms for 5 Pokeballs, 3 Super Potions, or 2 Revives. On top of that, there will be a $5 timed research you go ahead and buy that will give you access to the bonus of 2 times hatch starters for the remainder of the event. This research also will give you the encounters of a Rookidee, a Diggersby, an Inkay, a Pancham, a Clodsire, a Jumpluff, a Azumarill, a Galarian Weezing, 20,000 Stardust, 5,000 XP, and a Elite Charge TM. There'll also be a free timed research for anyone who doesn't want to buy anything with the Steel and Resolve timed research. Page 1 is going to be very simple to go ahead and complete, but then you're going to have the option to choose between the Blanche and the Cliff path. The Blanche path will get you an encounter with Marill versus the Cliff will get you a Shadow Machop encounter. I'd highly recommend going with the Cliff path. Finally, on the last path, you do get a Magnetic Lure, and with the Blanche path, you'll get a Steelix, and the Cliff path, you'll get a Marowak encounter. Now, there's also an event in this event, the Go Battle Week Dual Destiny. If you've never heard of Go Battle Weeks, it's going to be going down Tuesday, January 21st, 12 a.m. to Sunday, January 26th, 11:59 p.m. We'll have the bonuses of 4 times Stardust from win rewards on the PvP track. Those are the rewards you get from winning battles in a row. You'll also be able to do, instead of 5 normal sets a day, 20 sets a day for a total of 100 battles in the Go Battle League per day. There'll also be a wider variance of IVs from PvP encounters, so there'll no longer be a 10-10-10 IV floor, and you can get good PvP IVs from Pokemon PvP encounters. There'll also be a free timed research available, which will get you the Avatar shoes inspired by the Elite Four member Grimsley. The active leagues, by the way, will be until January 21st, Master League and the Color Cup Great League Edition, then switching into the Great League, Ultra League, and Master League until January 28th. With the event details out of the way, let's get right into the tips, starting with what are the best wild spawns, and there's a lot of great ones during this event. Starting off with Machop, which you can go ahead and evolve into Machamp. Now, Machamp is going to be the number 21 fighting type attacker in Pokemon Go, and Shadow Machamp the number 8 fighting type attacker in Pokemon Go. Also, Machamp is ranked number 51 in the Great League, 47 in the Ultra League, and Shadow Machamp is ranked 35 in the Great League and 71 in the Ultra League. This is also a great opportunity for you to get a Karate Chop Machamp or Shadow Machamp because that is the move you want on it. And finally, a great opportunity for you to grind candies and XL candies for Dynamax or Gigantamax Machamp if we ever get that in Pokemon Go. Next up, Totodile, which you can evolve into Feraligatr during the event to get the Legacy Charge Attack Hydro Cannon. Feraligatr is the number 18 water type attacker in Pokemon Go, and the Shadow Feraligatr is number 10 water type attacker. Also, Feraligatr is ranked number 8 in the Great League and 7 in the Ultra League, and Shadow is ranked number 7 in the Great League and number 1 in the Ultra League. So one of the best PvP Pokemon there is right now available in the wild. We also have Clefairy, which evolves into Clefable. It's going to be ranked number 19 in the Great League and 5 in the Ultra League. Marill, which you can evolve into Azumarill, which is ranked number 17 in the Great League. Hoppip, which you can find in the wild, which you can evolve into Jumpluff, ranked number 20 in the Great League and ranked number 17 in the Shadow form in the Great League. Paldean Wooper, which you can evolve into Clodsire, Sire during the event, ranked number 1 in the Great League, and number 53 in the Ultra League. We have Shieldon, which can evolve into Bastiodon. That's going to be ranked number 26 in the Great League, and the Shadow form is going to be ranked number 74 in the Great League. Bunnelby, which you can evolve into Diggersby, which is going to be ranked number 5 in the Great League, and the Shadow is going to be ranked number 20 in the Great League. We have Carbink, which is going to be ranked number 12 in the Great League, and Carbink can drop Mega Diancie energy when you do catch them if you want some energy for that. Finally, Marini into Toxapex, which is ranked number 18 in the Great League and good in limited cups like the Halloween Cup. As you can tell, a lot of meta relevant spawns, but it doesn't stop there because we have exclusive magnetic lure spawns during the event. If you're near magnetic lure or you drop one, which are the best Pokemon you should be focusing on catching? Well, Onyx is off the magnetic lures, which evolves into Steelix. Steelix, of course, does have a Mega form in Pokemon Go. It's ranked number 24 in the Great League and ranked number 8 in the Ultra League, and its Shadow form is ranked number 38 in the Great League and 24 in the Ultra League. Beldum is, of course, spawning off there, which you can evolve into Metagross. Metagross, of course, does have a Mega form in Pokemon Go. It's going to be ranked the number 3 Steel type attacker in Pokemon Go, and its Shadow form is going to be ranked number 2. And it's a good opportunity to get candies for Dynamax Metagross because that is a very, very strong Dynamax Pokemon. We also have Rookidee off of the lures, which you can evolve all the way up into Corviknight. Let's talk about Corviknight and if it's any good in Pokemon Go and worth going after. Now, Corviknight is going to be a flying and steel type Pokemon. It will have a base attack of 163, stamina of 221, and defense of 192 with a max CP at level 50 of 2,777. For fast moves, you can learn Air Slash, Steel Wing, and Sand Attack, and for charge moves, Sky Attack, Payback, and of course the Legacy Iron Head. It's going to be weak to fire and electric type, so only 2 weaknesses. As far as a raid attacker, it's not going to be good. It doesn't have the stats or the attack stats, but this Pokemon is going to be a great PvP Pokemon. Think of it as Skarmory 2.0. It has obviously one of the most goated types for PvP in Pokemon Go, being a complete wall to grass type Pokemon, but also its stats are just better than Skarmory and has a very, very similar moveset. Corviknight also does have a Gigantamax form in the future, which may come to Pokemon Go, so it's a great opportunity for you to grind candies for that, as it'll be a very strong flying type Dynamax Pokemon. Okay, that's it for all of the wild spawns, but we also have exclusive 2-kilometer eggs during the event. Now, overall, let's quickly talk about, are these eggs actually worth going after? And honestly, in short, I'm actually going to say no. The 2-kilometer eggs hatch Shieldon, Carbink, Marini, and Rookidee, which are all spawning in the wild or available through some sort of lure. So unless you really, really want to grind Rookidee candies, I would kind of avoid the 2-kilometer eggs, as all these Pokemon are just simply available in the wild. Now let's talk about Dynamax Pokemon. We have exclusive Dynamax Pokemon appearing during this event and the debut of Dynamax Articuno. Now, Dynamax Articuno is actually going to start kicking us off getting legendary Dynamax Pokemon, which honestly I'm pretty excited for. Dynamax Articuno is going to be a bulky ice type Dynamax Pokemon you can add to your roster, and its 100% IV will be 1743 CP. Good counters to take down Dynamax Articuno this week are going to include Gigantamax Charizard, Gigantamax Toxtricity, Dynamax Metagross, Dynamax Charizard, and Dynamax Toxtricity. Now, it's unclear how difficult this Pokemon is going to be to take down because this is, of course, our first legendary Dynamax, but it is going to be a tier 5 boss, which we know are usually hard. But my guess is it will be easier than Gigantamax Pokemon, and you know, with proper strategy, you actually probably could take it down with 4 people, but you know, 8 people would also be safe. Now, also this week, we do have Dynamax Charmander in the power spots, which is not a bad Pokemon to go ahead and get after to grind candies for the Gigantamax Charizard, and also Dynamax Charizard is a strong attacker. And also Dynamax Beldum is returning to the power spots if you want to go take those down, which of course Dynamax Metagross is one of the best Dynamax Pokemon we have in Pokemon Go right now. And of course, it is a good opportunity to grind candies for Beldum, which never hurt because, you know, Beldum does have a future Mega Evolution. But, you know, a lot of people don't like Dynamax, so let's talk about raids because those can be much more fun. What are the best raids to go after during the event? Starting off in the 1-stars, we do have Amora, which can evolve into Aurorus. Aurorus will be ranked number 27 in the Great League and ranked number 19 in the Ultra League. However, do note you do need to trade with a low-level friend to get PvP IVs on this Pokemon, since the IV floor from raids will be 10-10-10, which is not ideal for PvP. Also, to evolve Amora into Aurorus, it has to be nighttime, or you can go ahead and use Moongeist Beam to evolve it during the daytime. We also have Pancham in the raids, which evolves into Pangoro. Pangoro is going to be ranked number 11 in the Great League and number 34 in the Ultra League. Now, to evolve Pancham into Pangoro, you do need to catch 32 Dark-type Pokemon while Pancham is your buddy. This event doesn't really have any Dark-type Pokemon spawning, so you might want to hold on to your Panchams to evolve them during a future Dark-focused event. Also, again, same thing as before, you're going to have to trade them to get PvP IVs because the raid IVs will be 10-10-10. That moves us on into the 5-star raids, the big boys. First of all, we do have the 2 Deoxys, defense and attack form of Deoxys. Defense form is going to be ranked number 284 in the Great League and 230 in the Ultra League, and the attack form is, it sucks. It sucks. However, the attack form of Deoxys is actually an easy soloable raid. It's actually one of the easiest raid bosses to take down down because it has abysmal defense stats. This is a great opportunity for you to grind Deoxys Candy and Deoxys XL Candy by yourself if you have no one to take down with. So do take advantage of that. Now, both forms of Deoxys are going to be weak to Ghost, Bug, and Dark type. Defense Deoxys will have 100% IV of 1299 non-weather boosted and 1624 weather boosted in windy weather, and attack form 1474 non-weather boosted and 1842 weather boosted in windy weather. The best counters for Deoxys are going to include the megas of Mega Gengar, Mega Tyranitar, Mega Banette, Mega Houndoom, Mega Absol, and Mega Rayquaza. For Shadow Pokemon, Shadow Tyranitar, Shadow Gengar, Shadow Chandelure, Shadow Weavile, Shadow Mewtwo with Shadow Ball, and Shadow Pinsir. And for regular counters, Dawnwing's Necrozma, Blacephalon, Darkrai, Pheromosa, Duskmane Necrozma, Hydreigon, Tyranitar, and Giratina in the origin form. Again, attack form Deoxys can be soloed, and defense Deoxys is going to take a minimum of 3 people. That will then switch in to Dialga in the altered form, which is going to be ranked number 6 as a steel type attacker in Pokemon Go, ranked number 18 as a dragon type attacker, and ranked number 41 in the Master League. It's also a good opportunity to grind candies for the origin forms of Dialga, or if you need candies to use the Adventure Effect Roar of Time. Now, altered form of Dialga is going to be weak to the fire and ground type, and its 100% IV will be 2307 non-weather boosted and 2884 weather boosted in snowy and windy weather. Best counters for Dialga are going to include the megas of Mega Lucario, Primal Groudon, Mega Garchomp, Mega Heracross, Mega Blaziken, Mega Gallade, and Mega Swampert. For shadows, Shadow Groudon, Shadow Excadrill, Shadow Conkeldurr, Shadow Machamp, Shadow Garchomp, Shadow Mamoswine, and Shadow Rhyperior. And for regulars, Lucario, Terrakion, Landorus Therian, Keldeo, Groudon, Conkeldurr, and Excadrill. Dialga, by the way, can be duoed with the best counters. I recommend 3 trainers be safe taking it down, and remember to party up with your friends to do more damage in raids so you can take them down easier. Finally, in the Mega raids, Mega Medicham, not really worth getting at all unless you need that Mega for the Dex because it's not very good, but Mega Gallade is ranked number 10 as a fighting type attacker in Pokemon Go, and good to grind candies for the Shadow variant. Now, you do have the opportunity during the event to remove frustration from your Shadow Pokemon. If you've never done this before, I want to quickly show you the quickest way. Now, come into your storage bag, and then you're going to go ahead and look for a charged TM. You can then, in the search bar here, search at frustration, and it'll show you any Pokemon in here that know the move frustration, and you can go ahead and remove frustration from them. It actually is a Team Go Rocket event, so it should work. Bang, there you go. And as that Pokemon disappears. If you want to remove frustration quickly, make sure you do it here. And remember, we just had a Team Go Rocket event, so you might have a bunch of Shadow Pokemon you want to remove frustration from. I'll link below a video on the best Pokemon to power up if you're curious on what Pokemon you should really be focusing your TMs on. But removing frustration wouldn't be useful if you don't have candies to power up these Pokemon. So what are the best ways to grind candy during the event? First of all, you can use Pinap Berries. Regular Pinap Berries will multiply catch candy by 2 and Soars by 2.34. Especially if you ended up buying that paid timed research, all of those evolved Pokemon encounters you're going to be getting will be getting you even more candies per catch. You can also Mega Evolve a Pokemon. Anytime you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, if you catch a Pokemon that's the same type at the Mega, you get more candy, XP, and XL candy from catching Pokemon of that type. What Mega should we Mega Evolve during this event? Now, first of all, Mega Evolving a flying type to get more candies for Rookidee and the Dynamax Articuno can be a great option. That includes Mega Pidgeot, Mega Pinsir, Mega Salamence, or Mega Rayquaza. But if you'd prefer to go after the wild spawns, there are 2 options. Number 1, Kyogre, which will get you more candies for Totodile, Marill, and Mareanie. Or you can go with Mega Diancie, which will get you more candies for Clefairy, Onix, Marill, Shieldon, and Carbink. All great options. Let me know what Mega you're going to be Mega Evolving because it's really going to depend on what Pokemon is your aim. You can also trade Pokemon. If you don't know when you trade away Pokemon, you're going to get 1 regular candy. If the distance between where those 2 Pokemon were caught is over 10 kilometers, you'll get 2 regular candies. And if the distance is 100 kilometers, you'll get 3 regular candies and an XL candy. It's going to be a great opportunity to save some of these Pokemon and trade them away with distance caught Pokemon to grind candies. Also good for re-rolling IVs for PvP IVs like we mentioned before. And remember, Deoxys, you cannot trade. It is a mythical Pokemon. Finally, go ahead and transfer Pokemon. The next 2 times transfer candy event is going to be January 28th from 6 to 7 p.m. your local time. Young Goose Spotlight Hour where the bonus of 2 times transfer candy will be active. Save any Pokemon you really want candies for until then to transfer them then for more candies. Now, you need 35 Platinum Medal score for level 48 to 49 Pokemon Go. Which one should we be working on during this event? There's a couple good ones. First of all the type medals here at the bottom, any of these you haven't completed, we have different wild spawns during the event. So if there's any of the wild spawns that are a type that you haven't completed, catch those wild spawns. Also, it's a great opportunity to work on all the PvP medals. It is Go Battle Week, so you can do a bunch of PvP battles. If you do plan on hunting those Rookidees from the lure modules, then of course the Picnicker medal, use a lure module to help any trainer catch 2,500 Pokemon. Great medal to go ahead and work on. Drop those magnetic lure modules. Remember, drop the magnetic ones. And also remember, you can evolve Magnetons into Magnezones and a couple other Pokemon through the magnetic lure modules if you want to go ahead and do that, since they'll probably be everywhere during this event. Finally, if you do plan on going after the 2 kilometer eggs, the breeder medal, hatch 2,500 eggs, another great one to go ahead and work on. Oh, and I almost forgot, the Rising Star medal, defeat 150 species of Pokemon in raids. If there's any Pokemon in the raids you've never raided before at least once, make sure you do a raid to get a point towards this medal. And of course, you know, the old showcase star medal win 100 Pokestop showcases. We do have exclusive showcases during the event, so this is a great opportunity to go ahead and work on these. Always drop into the showcases in rural areas. There'll be a higher chance you win. Fine, let's talk about some miscellaneous tips. If you don't know, if you cannot raid for Deoxys, you actually can get them from the rank 20 PvP encounters. And this is perfect because it's Go Battle Week. So if you can push all the way up to rank 20 and encounter a Pokemon, there is a chance you get the current legendary or mythical Pokemon, which of course would be Dialga or Deoxys depending on the time. Also remember to always use Spatial Rend and Quick Catch if you want to be the most efficient and the most pro player there is. This is the strategy all the top players use. Using Palkia's Spatial Rend ability and using the Quick Catch technique, which I'll link below a video on how to do that, is the #1 technique to catch Pokemon quickly. So if you want to be really efficient during the event, follow those strategies. Also, if you have a buddy that's at least a great buddy level, you can use the buddy bounce back technique, which will sometimes mean if you end up missing a Pokeball, your buddy will come help you out and bounce back that ball. Also remember to download all assets in the advanced section of the Pokemon Go settings. This will make your gameplay experience much smoother because you'll be pulling the assets off of the phone, not your internet. Also, feel free to organize a magnetic lure party because magnetic lures are going to be crazy during the event with the rookie despawns. So if you can go ahead and plan a party around the park where everybody drops magnetic lures, this could be a fun Pokemon Go event for you. Speaking of Pokemon Go events, feel free to attend a official community day meetup. In the Campfire app, you can find different Spotlight Hour, Raid Hour meetups, different event meetups where there'll be different in-person rewards for going to these meetups. Download the Campfire app. It's really useful. And if you do end up going to these meetups, you can actually get some free premium items via the timed research, and you will get the exclusive party pay rewards of 25% less egg incubator distance. So if you want to hatch eggs quicker, party up at one of these meetups and you'll be able to hatch those 2-kilometer eggs super quick. Remember, during the event, don't forget to remove frustration from all of those Pokemon, specifically Pokemon like legendaries, Pokemon with community exclusive moves that you might want to evolve at the December community at the end of the year, and any Generation 5 Shadow Pokemon because we do have the Univatour coming up. So getting Shadow Snivies, Shadow Tepig, Shadow Oshawotts without frustration could be great because we'll probably have the opportunity to get legacy moves on them during the Univatour because we've done that every single year. If you do have to do some couple evolutions during the event, remember Galarian Slowpoke into Slowbro requires you to catch 30 poison type Pokemon, Paldean, Wooper, and Mareanie. Primeape into Annihilate requires you to make it your buddy and battle 30 Ghost or Psychic type Pokemon. We have Deoxys, Mega Gallade, and Mega Medicham in the raids. And Charcadet into Armarouge requires you to go ahead and make it your buddy and battle 30 Psychic type Pokemon, which again, Deoxys, Mega Gallade, and Mega Medicham are all in the raids. Also remember, Ralts Community does have the bonus of quarter egg hatch distance. So if you want to go ahead and hatch those eggs, you can, really get those 2-kilometer eggs hatching really quickly. And also 3-hour lure modules. So feel free at the end of Ralts Community around 4:50, drop one of those magnetic lure modules and that 3-hour bonus will be activated, giving you a magnetic lure all the way till 8-ish p.m., allowing you to get much more efficiency out of your magnetic lure. Also finally, it is Go Battle Week, so this is an amazing time for you to grind ranks in PvP. If you really want to push for Legend, the Go Battle Weeks is literally the best time to do it. So feel free to take advantage of that. Guys, if you learned something from this video, watch the one below. You will learn something from that as well. Good luck during this event because it is honestly an action-packed event, and follow for tips. Peace.